Because I have such an issue with doctors, and in fact, they've overdosed me to death, wouldn't even help me out when I had a year and a half of flashbacks that would make my heart go to 130, which meant I'd take an ambulance ride to the fucking hospital. Where, during a pandemic, where I could barely find any patients. There was no lineups in the hallway like normal. I'm a frequent flyer of the hospitals. Anyway, I had my first phone call to a doctor because of the COVID, and it was so fucking shitty. I just wanted to bitch slap her. So what I did is fired that fucking walk-in clinic. I have such a bad attitude that I don't even trust myself that I wouldn't jump on a fucking doctor and beat the shit out of them right now, especially with all the mental illness that's going around, and I caught some of it. And then I have CPTSD. That means chronic PTS, just continually. So what I did is I took this fucking Pharmakeia bullshit and I don't use it. I traded it in for this. And this tastes like fucking shit. It tastes like oil. It is horrible. Just absolutely horrible. But you know what? I don't cough for half an hour in the morning. I don't take Pharmakeia shit. I got my birthday alcohol left over because I'm not a big drinker. That was from the 10th. But this, I've got maybe a quarter of a bottle left. I'm not even touching these fuckers anymore. It tastes horrible. But when I broke my ankle and Satanic Paul's Hospital filled me up with a whole bunch of diseases and I had to keep going back because they had put me on hydromorphine, and in a short period they thought I was a drug addict even though I had no record of ever being a drug addict. So they accused me of being a drug addict rather than treat me and went back to Satanic Pulse Hospital 13 times. The 14th time I went to Lionsgate. That's the hospital that just recently killed a 29-year-old by kicking her out of the hospital too many times instead of listening to her. That's what these doctors don't do. They're so fucking arrogant. They think they're fucking psychic and they can just fucking feel you and tell you what's wrong with you, and that method doesn't work. So this is ancient black cumin seed oil. When I broke my ankle, I sounded like a freaking seal every morning. My lungs were toasted. After 1 year of this, and then I broke my ankle and I went to the hospital, I thought, I'm going to go play with the asthma people and the COPD people, which I have. They told me I never even had asthma or COPD. These stupid fucktards weren't bright enough to ask me how I might have done this. No, they just fucking assumed. That's why I can't go see doctors, because all the rage I have from all the bad experience could just, I could snap. I have snapped. And when I snap, usually it takes about 4 cups to take me off the person, because I'll just keep going till that person's, not moving. But it's because I'm part-time psycho, but don't tell anyone. Only to evil people. Evil psychos come up to me and I out-psycho them quite often. So black semen, sorry about that, black seed is from ancient Egyptian cumin seed. I've already smoked a couple joints today. I wake up and I investigate what happened overnight, and it's always so much fucking shit in the world these days that I just want to leave town and go somewhere in the wilderness, and I fucking can't. Can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in, shit show town. Shit show town. Usually if you look in early in the morning, the tents are up here, but then they're portable tents. It's called portable housing. You bring your own tent, you park it on the street, and the cops and the cleaning crew will come in the morning and kick you off. Then I don't know where they go all day in the rain. I really don't. It must be just horrible. I'm a shelter person. I have to be in a shelter, But I'm thinking about getting my own tent, because if you're in a shelter now, you're the first to get a shit scene. And I'm not taking a fucking shit scene. There's shit in it. And if you want to see what shit's in the shit scene, just Google the ingredients. And there's model numbers. Don't stop there at the model numbers. You take each model number and Google that model number, and you'll find out what that model number represents. Like, whether it's a Caucasian male fetus or a 58-year-old Caucasian man's cancerous lung tissue. And then RNA, I'm just not comfortable with people touching my RNA. DNA makes RNA. But I do have a little clip that I should make to show you how wondrous our bodies are. It's like there's nanobots in our bodies. And they want to mix their nanobots with our nanobots, basically. Have a DNA produces RNA, and they want to be able to rewrite our RNA if they have to. No, I'm not a fucking computer. I'm an organic being. And until I become a non-organic being, which it means fucking dead, I don't fucking want doctors near me. Because I hate them right now. I don't trust them. I know they take an oath to an ancient Babylon bullshit fucktard. And I don't trust people that do that shit. You just have to take a look at our world now. Those people run it. Ancient Babylon bullshit people. Luciferians.